Joining us this morning on the Morning Blend is Travis Fritz, who is the co-owner and brewer of Old Nation Pub and Brewery in Williamston. Travis, good to see you.
Thanks very much. It's really nice to be here with you.
Talking about my favorite topic, beer. Everyone's
That's awesome.
favorite topic.
Mine too.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about Old Nation.
Sure. Old Nation Brewing Company is in Williamston, Michigan, just east of Lansing, as I'm sure most folks know. We're just on the western edge of town. So as you take Grand River into town, we'll be literally the first building on your right as you come into town. Our primary business is distributing beer. We do that in 20 states in the U.S. and all throughout Europe, including, of course, Michigan. But we also have a great pub and restaurant that my wife runs that is extremely important to us, just in terms of getting out and meeting folks and having a place where they can come and try the beers they've had wherever they've had them that we sell them.
So how long have you been a professional brewer in Michigan?
About 20 years.
Oh, wow.
Actually 19 years. I brewed a little bit in Central Europe before I brewed here in Michigan, where I'm from.
All right. So tell me a little bit about what does the length of time on the job mean for a brewer, though?
Well, I think it's a trade, like, being a carpenter or a plumber or any other good trade. Takes time. It takes learning from a lot of different people and building your skill and building a base of knowledge to work from. And I think even though a lot of folks come into it without any experience and make some really interesting stuff, it just is, I was raised and trained in Central Europe, particularly in Germany, and I have a lot of pride in the job. And I think years on the job mean better product generally.
Absolutely. So what Old Nation beers should our viewers be looking for?
Well, a lot of them might know M43. That's our most popular brand, named after Grand River, as it runs right in front of the brewery here. That's by far about 60% of our total production is M43. It's popular nationwide. It's pretty popular even overseas. So if you see that, absolutely, it's a good entrance to our brands. It's a New England IPA, which means a lot of citrus, floral, tropical fruit aromas, not much bitterness, a nice kind of silky, pillowy mouthfeel. It's a unique experience if folks haven't tried that kind of beer. But, we make all different kinds. So Boss Tweed, B43, Helles are some great ones to try.
And real quick, you're hiring, right?
We are hiring. Yeah, we're hiring for the pub and restaurant. We are paying really good wages to get as professional of a kind of server and bartender, restaurant manager, and back of the house staff as we possibly can.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks very much.
More Michigan news now.
Let's toss it over now to our meteorologist, Candace Monacelli. She has your latest forecast this morning.
All right, Mid-Michigan, let's take a look at your day planner on this Monday as we have a beautiful sunny day for you and another hot one and humidity around. Plan on 81 degrees at noon, 87 at 5. Make sure you enjoy that sunshine, but take plenty of breaks inside away from that heat and humidity and remain cool throughout the day. Our winds will stay mostly calm out of the north-northwest around 5 to 10 miles per hour through the afternoon and evening hours. So here's a look at your Monday as we go throughout the day. Again, dry conditions expected and mainly sunshine. Now you can see a little bit of a haze to that sunshine as we do have some smoke from wildfires out west and in northern Canada. We're downstream of those, so that gives us that smoky, hazy feeling to our sunshine, which I think you'll notice most at sunrise and sunset. Now, as we go throughout the day tomorrow, a cold front's going to move southward, and that may bring us a really minor chance for a shower or two, mostly east, if it can make its way into mid-Michigan. But behind that cold front, that's where we find less humidity and a little bit cooler air. But those conditions only last for one day. So by the end of the week, we're going to be back to that heat and humidity and more shower and storm chances. So today, enjoy that sunshine on this Monday. Make it a great day. For now, I'm meteorologist Candace Monacelli.
Sunday, hundreds from New Orleans to Harvey line the streets to celebrate the champ.
It felt kind of surreal. I wouldn't think so many people would be so excited.
Zaila Avant-Garde making headlines as first Louisiana native and first African-American to win the Scripps National Spelling Bee competition. But Zaila says it's seeing the love of familiar faces that makes it all hit home.
It feels so good. I did not expect this. I'm so thankful that they did this for me.
The party finding its way to here at the Woodmere Cafe, where owners and community members pitching in to make the day special for the Harvey native. Cassie G's providing the food.
And everybody got together and we all did it and we came up with the idea and here it is. And it's a great thing that we're doing it because this is an example of every kid she's an example for them.
To be the champion means hard work and dedication, something Zaila's mom says she saw from the very start when Zaila began practicing years ago.
I watched her work for this. I watched her do those 13,000 words a day, listening to her music in her own world. And when it came through, she worked for this, y'all. She wanted it and she worked for it.
Zaila saying she just hopes her hard work encourages other youth here in the city to go after what they want in life.
Don't let anybody stop you. Don't let anybody say you can't, and just go for it.
Fox 47 News is on your phone. Download the Fox 47 News app for Mid-Michigan news coverage wherever you are.
Make this the summer event at your Mid-Michigan Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram dealers. Hot deals like a Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab. Returning FCA employee lessees lease now for $289 per month. Or the iconic Jeep Wrangler Sahara 4XE. FCA employees lease for $299 per month. Speaking of legendary Jeeps, check out the all-new Grand Cherokee L. The most awarded SUV ever. Now comes with 3 rows that seat up to 7 passengers. Hurry into a Mid-Michigan Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram dealer today.
The Jackson County Fair is back, August 8th through the 14th. Sunday, August 8th kicks off the national entertainment with country music megastar Toby Keith. Mercy Me brings the love Monday, August 9th. And Leonard Skinner rocks the stage Tuesday, August 10th. Wednesday, August 11th brings you ATR monster trucks. Plus, check out the rodeo, bull riding, demolition derby, and so much more. The Jackson County Fair, August 8th through the 14th. For a complete list of events and ticket information, visit jacksoncountyfair.net.
Here's one more reason to get the COVID-19 vaccine. It's your shot to win. Anyone 18 years or older in Michigan vaccinated between December 1st, 2020 and July 30th, 2021 is now eligible to win millions in cash prizes, including $1 million jackpots and $50,000 daily prizes. And vaccinated students could win thousands in college scholarships. For eligibility details and to enter, go to mishottowin.com.
Stories from the heart of Mid-Michigan. This is Fox 47 Morning News.
Welcome back to Fox 47 Morning News. It's our last half hour, so let's kick it off with some more headlines from your neighborhoods. Here are our top stories.
Researchers at Michigan State University are using artificial intelligence to identify early signs of Alzheimer's disease, changes in the way people with the disease talk, move, and sleep. They're hoping to come up with an app that will tell you early on if you are at risk.
Language is everywhere. Like we have dialogues every day.
According to the Alzheimer's Association, more than 6 million Americans who are 65 and older have Alzheimer's dementia. It affects memory, behavior, and is ultimately fatal. There is no cure, but many are working hard to combat the disease.
The main impact of this research is that we can come up with this this AI system where we can have this early dementia detection using very affordable and accessible technology. The app will be we're working together with our machine learning model, and then we'll be able to tell you, hey, and you get some risk for early dementia, and perhaps you should see a physician or see your primary care doctor.
And thanks to the National Institutes of Health, the MSU researcher team has a $3.9 million grant to support the project, which is a collaboration with Oregon Health and Science University and Weill Cornell Medicine. The grant will help them to look at the differences in the use of language between older people with dementia and those without it, and at differences in daily activity patterns.
Let's say, for example, we have the collected data for those healthy aging subjects, and we have those dementia subjects, and we know how they talk. And then, it's hard for a human to sometimes it's hard for a human to figure out what exactly are differences there. So we use machine learning, which is a computer program which can digest all this information. The model will be able to take the conversation or the language as an input and give some risk score about how likely this subject talking to this algorithm is early dementia subject or it's healthy aging.
The MSU team will also look at behavior, like how people walk inside of their home, how much they are using their computers, and their sleep behavior. But what's the benefit of early detection?
Experts and doctors agree that implementing what we call the 6 pillars of brain health, things like exercise, healthy diet, sleep, can improve your symptoms of dementia and improve your quality of life. So it's a great reason to get an early diagnosis that you might actually improve your health. And people who have dementia can live 20 or more years with this disease.
Getting information early on can also help you plan your affairs, create advanced directives, and make sure that you've got what you want in place when you get to a place in your life where you may not be able to communicate those wishes.
It's important to overcome that fear and talk to your healthcare provider as soon as you notice that there are changes in the way that you are functioning and it's starting to affect your life.
Andy Tang is a PhD student working on the project. He says his focus is on developing a dialogue system that will deliver questions to patients.
When you're on an app, you're not hiring an interviewer on the other side to talk to the patients, to generate the dialogue. The idea is to be able to develop that using an algorithm. And in this case, it's the algorithm itself is learning to kind of play with natural language.
It would ask you things like, how are you doing today? Or what did you do today?
They should be able to build rapport, but at the same time be driving the conversation towards, like an endpoint in which we can, kind of distinguish between, is this person stuttering a lot more? Is this person, have what's called lexical cohesion, which is like be able to stay on topic for a longer period of time.
This is a 5-year project, but they expect to release an app in about 2 years.
People can have access to that, and then they can have pretty much a preliminary version of the app, 2 years from now, and then they can be using that.
Reporting in your neighborhood, I'm Tiana Jenkins.
Fox 47 Morning News will be right back. Here's what's making headlines across the nation.
Just days ahead of the Tokyo Olympics opening ceremony, a handful of athletes have tested positive for COVID-19. Team USA's Coco Gauff announcing Sunday she has dropped out of the Summer Games after contracting the virus. The 17-year-old tennis star tweeting in part, quote, "It has always been a dream of mine to represent the USA at the Olympics, and I hope there will be many more chances for me to make this come true in the future." In addition to Gauff, 2 soccer players and a video analyst from South Africa tested positive in Tokyo and are now in isolation. The soccer players became the first athletes to test positive while staying at the Olympic Village, which was set up in hopes of keeping athletes and staff in a bubble. Despite the COVID cases, Olympics officials are determined to have the games go on as planned.
All of the concerned people were immediately isolated, and in this way they do not pose any risk to other participants or the Japanese population.
Another complicating factor, the sweltering heat. Tokyo is expected to be one of the hottest Olympics on record, with temperatures averaging about 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Organizers are urging athletes and staff to stay hydrated at all times while complying with the mask mandate.
With masks, you get more thirsty. So in terms of measures, we recommend drinking more water.
Roughly 11,000 athletes from around the world are expected to participate in the Games. Some high-profile stars, including Serena Williams, Roger Federer, and Rafael Nadal, have already opted out. Christina Coleman, Fox News.
It's a grim milestone. In 2020, more than 93,000 people died from drug overdoses, nearly a 30% increase, hitting the highest number ever recorded by the CDC in a 12-month period.
It's just a horrible tragedy, compounding the tragedy of the pandemic.
Inappropriate use of opioids was behind most of the overdose deaths, and some experts believe it's no coincidence this record was reached in 2020.
We know that the pandemic caused so much stress, trauma, grief, and that contributed to the desperation people feel, the use of drugs, and ultimately to overdose.
Dr. Joshua Sharfstein with Johns Hopkins Bloomberg School of Public Health says other factors include the drug supply destabilizing, allowing fentanyl to continue to take over in different parts of the country, and the pandemic made it hard to get drug treatment and services.
We know things that work for addiction and overdose, and we need to do more of them. We need to invest in those strategies in order to see the results.
Dr. Sharfstein says there also needs to be a focus on minorities, disproportionately affected by both COVID-19 and drug overdoses.
Communities of color are being hit very hard with the steepest rise in the number of overdose deaths, and I think that is linked to the pandemic.
But Dr. Sharfstein says with pandemic recovery, there's hope. For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
An army of chainsaws echoing through the night in Northern California as firefighters get up close and personal to the flames from the Beckworth complex blaze. The inferno is one of several dozen burning across the West Coast, destroying more than 100,000 acres as of this weekend.
We're having a lot of fires every year, and they're really bad.
Officials cite lightning strikes as the main cause of many of the ongoing fires, and with at least 60% of the entire country now facing extreme drought conditions, the bone-dry grass and trees are prime targets. The Tamarack fire near Lake Tahoe is proof of that, with the flames engulfing more than 18,000 acres by Sunday morning, forcing mandatory evacuations.
The trees and the animals and everything being destroyed, killed.
But it's the unpredictable nature of these fires that's causing major frustration, with many folks in the surrounding areas constantly living on edge.
You get all ready, you move all your stuff, and then the fire's over, you move your stuff back in, and then another one.
Meanwhile, in Oregon, the Bootleg fire is now consuming an area roughly the size of Los Angeles. Thick clouds of smoke and ash painting the sky gray, as officials say about 5,000 homes remain at risk of being destroyed. The Bootleg fire is now the largest currently burning in the U.S., requiring an all-hands-on-deck approach, as extra firefighters from Utah are now being sent in. But with this year's fire season already off to an even earlier start than last year's, officials say more fires like this are on the horizon. Chris DeMeo, Fox News.
Fox 47 News is on your phone. Download the Fox 47 News app for Mid-Michigan news coverage wherever you are. More Michigan news now.
This would never fly in the Olympics.
Not only is skateboarding flying high in the Tokyo Summer Games, but so are sport climbing and surfing, all new additions to the Olympics. Legendary skateboarder Tony Hawk and X Games alum Sal Masekela narrate the new documentary World Debut.
The X Games really became the reason that the world learned about all these sports.
We'll start with skateboarding, which officially became mainstream and started rolling towards Olympic glory when Tony Hawk pulled off the 900 at the 1999 X Games.
It was like breaking the sound barrier for skateboarding.
But the real grind was convincing the